A going to A2. In this case, we cannot write using subscript because there's a subscript, so this is wrong. Instead, a proper way to write is to use a coefficient. That's a whole number written in front of this side here. So that is 2A going to A2. That's the correct way to balance it. And in balancing, it means we are making the items on both sides, the left and right sides of the equation, equal in number. Another example is that is A plus B going to A to B5. So that's not balanced because we have one item of A, one item of B, but on the right side we have 2 items of A and then 5 items of B. So to do that, we have to list the items this way. So on the left side, one of this, one of this. Right side, I have 2 of this and 5 of this. To balance this and making them equal on both sides, left and right side, here we have to multiply this by 2 and then write the number in the main equation, that is 2A. Over here we have 5 of this, so you have to multiply this by 5 and write the number here. So that is 2A plus 5B will give us A to B5, and that is balance. Alright. This is an example of a reaction that is supposed to balance. You have sodium metal reacting with chlorine gas to form sodium chloride. To begin, you have to list the items or the elements in the whole reaction equation to see if it's balanced or not. So on the left side here, we have 1 sodium and then 2 chlorines. On the right side, we have 1 sodium and 1 chlorine. So this is not balanced. So how do we balance it? The sodiums are 1 and 1, so they are okay now. The chlorines, we have 2 here and then 1 here, so they are not balanced. So to balance the chlorine, you just need to make this 2 by multiplying this by 2. And then when you come here, we cannot do this. So what we need to do is to put a 2 in front of the whole thing. So this 2 here means right now we have 2 chlorines here, and then we have 2 chlorines here, so the chlorines are fine. Now this 2 also affects this sodium, so that means that on the right side we have 2 sodiums. That means we have to do the same to the left side and multiply it by 2 And doing that, we have to put that in the actual equation. It is balanced now. We can write the whole equation again. So we are done. This is another one where we have magnesium oxide reacting with hydrochloric acid to form magnesium chloride and water. Now we have to list the elements or the items to see if they are balanced or not. So we have magnesium, we have oxygen, we have chlorine, we have hydrogen. On the left side here, the left side, we have one magnesium. On the right side we have one magnesium, so the magnesiums are fine. On the left side we have oxygen, one of them, and then we have one oxygen, so oxygen is 1 and 1, so that's fine. And when it comes to the chlorine, we have one chlorine on the left side, we have two chlorines on the right side, so that makes the whole equation unbalanced. If you check the hydrogens, we have one hydrogen on the left side, we have two on the right side, so this is not balanced. So let's balance it. Now we have to start with those elements that are not balanced. So let's say we start with the hydrogens. There's two on the right side and one on the left side, so let's multiply the left side by 2. Now the hydrogens are 2 on each side, so they are fine. Now this 2 here also affects everything here, so that means this affects the chlorines. So yes, we have 2 chlorines. So the chlorines are balanced, the hydrogens are balanced, and this are also balanced. So this, everything is now balanced. So let's rewrite the equation again, and we are done. Okay, this is a summary of balancing chemical equations. So I am listing the most important things that you need to know to balance chemical equations. The first one is learning how to write a proper chemical formula of compounds. I will show a video of this later on, but this is very, very important. The next one is learning how to write reaction equations from chemical compounds that you're given. So this here is representing a very simplified statement of what I'm talking about. That is, every chemical compound has a positive side and a negative side. If you are able to identify which side is the positive and which side is the negative side, you can easily combine them to write a chemical equation. So this, for instance, is AB. They will not show you the positive side or negative side, but you have to know this. Okay, so they will give you AB plus XY going, and then you will write the product here. So if you know which side is a positive side and which side is a negative side, all that you need to know is just positive always combines with the negative side. So you can even write an example from sodium. Let me try and write an example. Let's say we have sodium hydroxide plus HCl, and then they're asking you to write the products. So you have to know that sodium is a metal, it usually has a positive charge, and then the OH has a negative charge. Hydrogen usually has a positive charge. Chloride usually has negative charge. If you know this, you can easily write the product. That is NaCl plus HOH. That's all. If you can identify which part of the compound is positive and which part of the compound is negative, you can easily write a chemical reaction equation. And then the next thing that you need to know is how to list the items or elements